Okay, Boxing Fanatics, David, Rajuili, thank you for giving me your time today. I really appreciate it. And
No, thank you, brother.
no worries, man, no worries. And congratulations on your recent win. Yeah, how do you reflect on your last performance?
Thank you once again, bro, for having me, Daniel, on your show, and been following your articles. It's nice to see the man behind the good articles and giving me your time. Well, it was very good. It's nice to get back to winning ways once again. As you all know, I'm from South Africa. I'm fighting in Europe, so I'm always fighting away from home. So getting a win away from home it's a big achievement on its own. So firstly, getting back to winning ways and getting that win away from home, it's been it's been a it's been very great, brother.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And it was you awarded a majority decision by the judges. In your opinion,
Yes.
it should have been a bit more. In your opinion, should you have been awarded a unanimous decision?
Yeah, I really thought I did enough to get a unanimous decision. As you know, you're fighting away from home. So even stepping into the ring before the fight starts, you're already a couple of points
Yeah,
behind.
yeah,
So when I heard, the one judge had it as a draw, when
yeah,
I heard that, uh, I I knew already, okay. So it was a challenge, That's why I had to work. I had to, find my distance, play around a little bit, but make sure the jab is landing, make sure that these points are clear points,
yeah,
that I don't give the home judges that edge to give him,
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, at the end of the day, tough fighter. He came into the fight, and believe it or not, he was going through what you call this with the eat when they didn't eat for 40 days, 40 nights.
Oh, he was
He came
fasting.
into, yes, he was fasting. He came into the fight while fasting.
Wow.
Funnily enough, with BJ, he was my sparring partner when I was in the Netherlands. I trained in the Netherlands for about four months. I
Right.
was going to move that side. So he was my gym partner. And even at that time, we had good sparring. He is, excuse me, he is a fully fledged super welterweight. I've always
Mhm.
known this.
Yeah, yeah,
He's always been strong. Even 6 years, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when we were sparring partners, same story. He was always a bit heavier than me,
yeah, yeah.
but always strong, always came to fight. So I was prepared for him, even though he was going through his fasting and all.
Mhm.
And yeah, I just had to make sure that, all my punches, the judges saw it, and I got that decision. Whether it was a split decision, majority, or unanimous decision, I just needed that win away.
Yeah, 100%. You got the win. That's the main thing. And yeah,
Yes,
in any case, you captured the 13th win of your pro career, and now
yeah,
you've landed a really good opportunity. So you're set to
yes,
fight on May 6th in France against Belmadi. How excited are
yes.
you for this opportunity?
Yes, man. So you see, it's fights like this, like for a fighter like me to get back into the ring. As everyone knows, my goal is to be a three-division champion or to be a three-time champion. It could be WBF, uh, anything that comes my way. It
Mhm.
is my own legacy that I'm trying to create.
Yeah,
So getting a win away and coming home with the victory is a step up. Wins like this, and to say I've got another fight happening. It opens up opportunities,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right now, I'm fighting a very top ranked fighter. He's rated in the top 120. He's only lost one fight. So
Mhm.
for me, it steps me up to the closer to the big stage,
Yeah, yeah,
It,
yeah, yeah,
it,
yeah,
it sets me up to the good fights, the the recognizable fights
yeah,
where
yeah,
promoters and matchmakers to win a fight like this, the one I've got upcoming, can set my career to the next levels,
yeah, yeah,
So I'm very excited for my whole team. this is something I've been working towards since I left South Africa to come to Europe, to get involved in fights like this, the fights that can open up doors for top 100, top 50, top 20 fights, you know. So it's a very exciting time in my life, very exciting time in my career. As you know, if everyone looks at my career in my box rec, this will be one of the toughest fights I've had. Yes, my last fights, I've lost to current champions and former champions in South Africa, but I never came across someone with such a record, with 17 fights, 1 loss, you know. Even his loss, great fighter from the UK, Kalani, a very big prospect in the lightweight. So I'm stepping up. To me, in my career, I'm stepping up to the, you can say, to the big dogs now, slowly, you know. Yes. So I'm very excited, brother. I believe this is where I belong. It's been a long road to get here. So we're all excited, my team, my family, and we believe this is the time now for me to shine and to put my foot in the boxing world.
100%, 100%. It's a brilliant opportunity. Like you said, it's a tough fight, but it's a great platform for you, you know, to showcase yourself. How is camp going? How's preparation going for this fight? How's preparation going?
Well, as you know, I just fought 3 weeks ago, so it's good. I had a little bit of a break, 4 days, 5 days, got back onto the road, started hitting the road work. We're just working some techniques now. It's good. I've got a new coach, so he got to see me fight, my last fight, and he knows now what more to work on and stuff like this. I have been in boxing for 23 years. I've been in the pros for 11 years. I'm still learning. This is the great thing about boxing, you know. He's got new styles, new tricks. So camp is going great. I love fighting. I hate every second of training. But besides that, I feel I'm getting stronger. My IQ is getting better and better. I'm learning. As I say, I love to learn. I'm learning new things. I'm always open to learn from the different coaches and stuff like this. So I'm excited for the fight. I know it's going to be a whole new David, even a better David than what everyone saw me 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. You know, fighters also make styles, you know. So I know my opponent is going to be very skillful. We're going to actually box. So this is also going to bring out the best of me, my boxing abilities. So this is what I'm very excited for. Excited to see how it is to really mix up with the top guys, you know, moving around, using the distance correctly, not just having to throw and to land and stuff like this. So I'm very, very excited for this. Very, very excited. And camp is going extremely well. You know, we're all excited. We know a win here is just going to open up bigger doors.
100%, 100%. From what you've seen from Belmadi, what are his weaknesses? What do you think you can exploit to get the victory?
We see a lot of there's a lot of faults, you know. As you guys know, with boxing and stuff like this, we're not saying he's been clipped once. We don't say he's got a weak chin, but like we saw last night with Ryan Garcia. If you catch that chin once again, he is going to go down. So that is one of the things. We've seen how he stands, a little bit of the things he does in the ring, standing upright and all. So I'm coming to expose him. I'm going to come roughing him up. I've seen a little bit of his career. He's fought some good guys, but to be honest, I don't think he's fought anyone like me who comes to fight, who's got the heart to fight. I've been in there with a few, I've had a few title fights, which I believe comes into a lot for my experience and stuff like this. It plays a key role, you know. I've been in title fights. I've fought some very good fighters. So it's just taking all of that experience and giving it to him, not in a nice way, but in the hardest and roughest way. You know, I'm going to his home. I need to make it very uncomfortable for him in his own back garden, and that is my mission.
Wow, well said. And does the fact that you've in your last fight you were the away fighter and you came out victorious, does that give you extra confidence that you've gone away before and now you're going away again, and you have extra confidence you can do the same in another?
Yes, if BoxRec doesn't show anymore where you fought and stuff like this, but I've fought many times outside South Africa. My first international WBF title, I won it actually in Slovenia. So that's when I got that confidence to say, you know what, I could do well in the world, I fought many times, 3 times in Kenya, which I won as well. I lost once there. I was in a tournament that I fought there in Kenya. And coming back to fight in Europe, the first one, as you know, I said to you in the article, a split decision away from home for me was good. It's a split. If you fighting a away fighter, you want to win unanimously or something, that I lost by split, that gave me fire to say, you know what, I can come out here and I'm giving these guys just an edge. I'm better than this, So even coming from this fight, yes, you guys can call him a journeyman, but I got the win away from home. It gives me more fire to say, you know what, I can go anywhere in the world. Like I say in the press conferences, I can go anywhere in the world. I'm here to fight. This is what I do. This is who I am. I've got the heart of a lion. Send me here, send me there, send me there. We're coming to fight, So that just motivates me more, because I also fly my country's flag very high, and I don't just go in there by myself. I've got the rest of my country behind me. So it's very motivating. It's very inspiring at the same time.
I'm looking forward to it, and I wish you all the best in that fight. That should be a great event, and as a great opportunity. David, I just want to ask you a couple of questions about the big fight last night. You mentioned it already, Garcia Davis. What did you think of the fight?
I think it was the way Garcia started off was good. I think if he had kept that the whole fight, it could have maybe gone his way or a draw. You know how it works in boxing, especially fights like that. The next fight would have been a bigger fight. As I said as we started the conversation, he did the same thing he did with Luke Campbell, and he paid for it. So that knockdown, if you watch the Luke Campbell knockdown, and they trained that, you can see they knew he's gonna throw the hook, and you just have to come over, you will clip him, and they got him. With the body punch, it was amazing, and that's what we try to teach the young guys is the body punches is not the power punches. It's those little taps that will make you sing and put you down. And that's what Tank showed yesterday. He was more defensive than before. And I think they worked. You can see what Tank and his team really worked on during this camp, and you can see what Ryan and them worked on in this camp. But at the end of the day, Tank was right by saying that they only have one punch. And Garcia showed it, He did try a little bit, but he went back to basics to relying on his left hook, which, it was good. I find that Garcia, he took a loss very well, very humble. And this is the spirit of a champion. The way he took a loss, let's not shut him out. For him to take the loss like this, and what he said afterwards, made me more excited to see, hey, what does this Ryan Garcia really have? Because the way he took his loss just shows this guy is really a real champion. And I'm excited to see what the future brings for Ryan Garcia.
100%. And he's only 24 years old still as well. So who knows,
And that was one of his first major title fights, where Tank has had many. You know, the experience spoke yesterday. You know, the experience. Tank's team knew what to do. Even Tank, they knew come later rounds, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're going to take him down. He can try a little bit, but he will wear down. And this is where experience counts, especially for big fights, 12 rounders, 10 rounders. The experience really, really does kick in.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, David, it's been a pleasure talking to you. And,
thank you, brother.
And I wish you all the best for your next big fight. And yeah, we'll catch up soon. Take care.
Thank you.
We'll catch up soon, man.
Thank you, brother.